I blocked my grandmother's phone number 3 months ago, and I still don't know if that was the right decision. She died in April. The funeral was small, pancreatic cancer, 6 weeks from diagnosis to the end. I was there when she passed, holding her hand in the hospice room while rain hit the windows. Her phone was on the table next to the bed. I remember noticing it because the screen kept lighting up with spam calls, even in those final hours. My mom took the phone home afterward. She was going to cancel the service, but she kept putting it off. Grief makes you do that, avoid the small administrative tasks that make death feel permanent. The phone stayed in a drawer in my parents' kitchen, turned off, still on my grandmother's plan. The first voicemail came 2 weeks after the funeral. I was at work, mid-afternoon, when my phone buzzed. I glanced at the screen and my stomach dropped. The caller ID showed my grandmother's name and number. I stared at it until it went to voicemail. I didn't listen to it right away. I told myself it was a system error. Phone companies make mistakes. Numbers get reassigned. I went back to work and tried to forget about it. But that night, alone in my apartment, I opened the voicemail. It was just breathing. Soft, steady breathing, like someone holding the phone close. Then a click and silence. I called my mom. She confirmed the phone was still in the drawer, still turned off. We agreed it must be some kind of automated error, maybe the carrier recycling the number prematurely. She said she'd call them in the morning. She never did, and 3 days later, I got another voicemail from the same number. This time, there was a voice. It was faint, distorted, like a recording of a recording. I couldn't make out words, just the rhythm of speech. The cadence was familiar in a way that made my skin crawl, but I couldn't place it. The message lasted 9 seconds. I saved it, I don't know why. The third voicemail came at 2:47 a.m. on a Thursday. I woke to my phone vibrating on the nightstand. I didn't answer. In the morning, I listened to the message with my coffee. This time, I could understand some of it. Don't go, the voice was clearer now, though still warped, still wrong. Not safe. The thing is, it sounded like her. Not exactly. It was too thin, too hollow, but the inflection was right. The way she used to warn me about things, careful and indirect, like she didn't want to worry me but couldn't help herself. I told myself it was an AI scam. I'd read about those. Someone scraping audio from old videos or voicemails and using software to generate new speech. It happened all the time. I almost convinced myself. But then I got the one that mentioned the car. I'd been having trouble with my car for a week. The engine was making a noise, something between a rattle and a whine. I'd been putting off taking it to the mechanic because I was broke and scared of what they'd tell me. The voicemail came on a Monday evening. The car, her voice clearer now, almost natural. Get it checked, please. I sat in my kitchen and played it 4 times. No one knew about the car. I hadn't mentioned it to anyone. I'd barely acknowledged it to myself. I drove to my parents' house that night. My mom met me at the door, already defensive. She pulled the phone out of the drawer and showed me. It was off, completely powered down. She turned it on in front of me and we watched it boot up. 12 missed calls, all to my number, all in the last 2 weeks. The call log showed outgoing calls, time-stamped exactly when I'd received the voicemails. But the phone had been off. My mom swore it. She'd checked it herself multiple times, paranoid that it was somehow running up charges. We turned it off again. She put it back in the drawer. I went home and tried to sleep. The voicemails didn't stop. They came every few days, sometimes in the middle of the night, sometimes in the early morning. The voice grew clearer, more insistent. Don't trust him. Check the basement door. They're listening. Some of them didn't make sense. Some of them did, and that was worse. The one about the basement door came the day before my landlord let himself into my apartment while I was at work. He claimed he'd gotten the units mixed up, but I found him standing near my bedroom, holding his keys. I reported it. He denied everything, but I started checking the locks obsessively after that. The one about him came a week before my ex-boyfriend showed up at my gym. We hadn't spoken in a year. He said he just wanted to talk. I left through the back exit and didn't go back. I stopped telling people. What would I say? That my dead grandmother was calling me with warnings, that some of them were coming true. I thought about going to the police, but what would I report? Voicemails? a phone that shouldn't be able to make calls. So I just listened and waited. The last voicemail came 3 nights ago. It was long, almost a minute, the longest one yet. Her voice was clear now, unmistakable. It was her. "I'm sorry," she said. "I didn't know it would be like this. I didn't know I'd still be able to reach you." There was a pause. I could hear something in the background, faint and rhythmic. It might have been static. It might have been something else. "You need to stop listening," she said. "Every time you listen, it gets stronger. Every time you save them, you make it easier." Another pause. "This isn't me," she said. "Not anymore. It's using me. It knows you'll listen if it sounds like me." The background noise grew louder. It sounded almost like whispering, layered and overlapping, too many voices to count. "Delete them," she said. "Delete all of them and don't answer again." The message cut off. I sat on my couch for a long time, staring at my phone. Then I went through my voicemail and deleted every message from her number. All of them. I blocked the number. I turned off my phone and didn't turn it back on until morning. I haven't received another voicemail. But 2 days ago, my mom called. She was crying. She said she'd gone to throw the phone away, finally, after months of it sitting in that drawer. When she opened the drawer, the phone was on. It was in the middle of a call, to my number. She ended the call and threw the phone in the trash. Then she took the trash outside and left it at the curb 3 days before pickup because she couldn't stand having it in the house. That was yesterday. This morning, I woke up to a notification. 1 new voicemail. I haven't listened to it. I don't know if I will. But I can see the duration, 1 minute, 37 seconds. And the timestamp says it was left at 3:02 a.m. The same time my grandmother died.